What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yugioh Sevens summary preview analysis. Today, guys, we are going to be going over the last episode summary for the Maximum Arc, episode 26. I am really excited, guys, to get into this. This is going to be continuing Yuga versus Neil Part 2. And I will say, though, that this one will be probably a shorter video. There is not going to be really much I talk about in this video because of the fact that, it's a continuation and I really don't know what plot they're going to do and stuff like that, or what the duel is going to be. I already kind of all explained that in the episode 25, but there is going to be something I will be talking about in this video and kind of making some predictions for the upcoming arc. Not really predictions, for one character more so, I should say. So, without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. Here we go, guys. The episode 26 summary. The title of it is called Maximum Duel. Yuga has finally managed to summon his maximum monster, Magnum Overload. However, Neil's crafty tactics still give him a hard time. The battle with Rush dueling and his friend's duel accounts at stake will finally come to an end with this Maximum Duel. Now we go for the cast list. And might I say, we have a cast list. This is as big as when Yuga and Roa was going on, so yeah, let's get right into it. So, for the cast, we got Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Mimi, Roa, Metsuburo, Maki, Sushiko, one of Metsuburo's friends, Yoshio, Kan, Bakuro, Nico, Endoriku, Katsu, Sayoji Neil, Sebastian, Ryuku, Asan, Drone, and extras. Yes, a very loaded cast list. I will say, though, that I actually had to stop the recording and actually look up characters because I knew one was different, but I didn't know the other ones, Riku and Nico. If you don't know who those characters are, they're the friends of Yuga that you saw in episode 1. I think they're also in the opening as well when they're running down the hallway and then they're blocked by Gakuto. You see the shot with Rook and then you just see Yuga and two kids just walking away from the area. That's what those two kids are. But, you know what, we'll say that for a second. Again, the episode is not going to be really anything different from what I was talking about in the last episode. I do think Yuga is going to win. He's already now summoned his Overload monster. Now we're going to have Overload versus YGG Drago. Probably going to be the only monsters we see for the rest of this duel, unless Neil summons a new ace monster, which I highly doubt it. The way that the summary told us, it looks like they're just going to be using YGG Drago and Overload, which is completely fine. I mean, they need to show off their boss monsters, basically. I still think Yuga's going to win. I don't think there's any change there. But the interesting thing, though, I will talk about from this cast list was there was a character that we've actually never met before that's on this. Ryuku Asan. And she's actually voiced by Takashi Manami, which if you guys don't know who that is, I believe she voiced Robapi in Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns. And didn't she do another role as well? Hold on a minute. Okay, she actually did Young Revolver as well, or Varys in the dub. So that's really cool. We actually get another veteran. I think this is like the third Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns character we got. We have one of Gakuto's servants is the voice of Emabeso, and then you got Rook as Flame. I think everyone knows that already. So very interesting. The placement of her in the cast list makes me assume that she's going to be more on Neil's side, more of Goha's side. I really don't know what role she's going to really play. She's probably going to be the antagonist of the next arc. That's what I believe. I could be wrong on that, but we have definitely not met this character. I even looked it up. We have not met this character yet. I honestly don't know who this is. I've heard a lot of speculation that this character might be someone that was in contact with Mr. Goha. I think it was like around episode 2, which it could be. I think there was two characters that we don't know who it is. I think there was one character that actually was in the same room with Mr. Goha at one point of the series, and then there was you remember the phone call that he had where he was talking to this little girl, that could be another possibility, though. And actually, it makes sense. I feel like Robopi, you can say, can sound like a little girl, so maybe it is the same character. I really have no idea who this can be. I will say, though, there is some noticeable ones missing, and that I'm really surprised is not on here, and that's Mr. Gohan and Otis. I don't know why in the world these two aren't on the cast list. I mean, I feel like Mr. Gohan made sense, actually. I know that might be surprising of me to say that, but we have not seen him this entire arc, which I guess that would have been more of a chance to actually have him in this, but he hasn't appeared at all. I'm not really surprised. It is disappointing, but hey, what are you going to do about it? But the one that was more shocked that was not on the cast list was Otis. I was I don't understand why Otis is not on the cast list. I thought that was a guaranteed character just because of the fact that I feel like whether that be a Neo flashback or whether he's watching a duel, I think it would I thought he was gonna have some take to this duel. I mean, he's the reason that we were in this situation. He's the reason that we know how to beat Neo, or he was the one that got Rook, Roman, and Gakuto to basically risk their accounts to get them the information that they need, to also to the point to where it gets he shows them like the friendship that they bond, and that made them give them their ID accounts for the maximum summon. The maximum summon. So I'm really surprised that he's not on this cast list. That is kind of disappointing. Honestly, Mr. Gohan is definitely disappointing as well. But what are you going to do? Maybe they are going to be on there, but normally they don't miss it. I think there was one summary, though, that Otis did speak, but it was not said. So maybe they'll still speak. I won't like leave that out of the possibility, but I don't think they're going to be on this episode, which is kind of disappointing. And yeah, that there's not really much to talk about. I think that is going to wrap things up. Again, there's not really much I could talk about. Again, I think the only other thing maybe is that hopefully we get a little bit more about Neil. I know we did learn about him, but maybe get a little bit more of why he's doing this, why he's going after Rush Duels, I guess, because obviously they're not going to just do a whole dueling episode. With how Rush Duels is, there's just no way that's in the realm of possibility. And especially like with YGG Drago's effects, a good amount of them is sending cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. I think one effect does that, which is the one where you can change the defense position monster. So his deck will definitely whittle down a little bit quicker, but with Overrode, I don't think he's going to be able to use that effect that much. I think the only effect he can really use is the Destroy effect, which I think he needs 3 cards in his hand to even activate. So, yeah, that's really going to be it, guys, for this episode summary preview analysis. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of this summary. What do you guys think of the duel so far? And what are your predictions for this duel? Do you think you guys still gonna win? Do you think maybe Neil has a chance? I don't think he has a chance, but maybe some people do believe that he will win this duel. Or do you think it's actually going to end in a draw or no result? Love to know. I definitely will. I will say that this is going to be interesting, and I'll definitely talk about this in the end of Arc series. I wonder what Neil's role is going to be at the end of this series, because, after this, what is he going to do next? Is he just going to join the group? Which, hope to God not he joins the group. I really do not, because I feel like well, no, I wouldn't say he's a joke. He's going to be more serious, but I don't want him to be good. I still want to be a part of Gohan, so can't wait to see what they're going to do with his character later on, if they do anything, I'll say. But again, I'll talk about that more at the end of Arc series. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, guys, take care.